On the mic with Mike, back ESPN Richmond 105.3 The Choice. That's where you find us. You can follow me on hashtag Mike King Biz, hashtag on the mic with Mike. This is the best business radio program around. I'm here. Gab C is still hanging with us. She's our co-host for the day. We also have Robbie Cunningham, who is an artist. He does some really cool things. He has some projects that are out there. Since this is radio, we keep it real ish. Like I say, this is a business ish program. And what that means is we handle business stuff, but we also talk to tarot card readers, psychics. Besides, we'll talk to the mayor too. But we'll go across the board. So Robbie Cunningham is here with us. Robbie, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad
Okay,
to be
can
here.
you talk up a little louder? I know you.
Okay.
Oh, he
Is
said
that
that's good. He said okay.
is
We still
that
say the same
Exactly. Is that okay? Is that good?
louder.
Yes, sir. Yes, welcome to the program. Are you a singer songwriter,
singer, songwriter, musician,
beat maker?
producer? I don't like beat maker. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm a beat maker. I'm songwriter.
Songwriter.
Yeah.
What is exactly okay on the mic with Mike? This is the Swagger Studio series. Is brought to you by uh, RBI Services, Chris Smith, Jimmy Comer. What exactly is a producer?
A producer is the overseer in a sense of the project. The producer in most cases would be the one who um, keeps everything in line. The songwriting looks over the songwriting task. Um, Producer could be the songwriter and musician. Producer could be the artist himself. So I mean, it producer could be a lot, wears a lot of hats, but it basically finishes the recording.
So the producer is so I have my project. I finish what I think is, and then a producer adds, puts the finishing touches on
Yeah, a producer. Let's say if you had a project or had some tracks, a producer would come in and probably kind of add some polish to it, make it more commercial,
it. Okay.
um, things along those lines.
So back in the day, and when old people start with, back in my day. So I'm from Philly. Shout out to all the good folks from Philly. My wife
Oh,
is from
really?
yeah. So my wife is from New York. So and we traveled around. We were in the army. So we would, we always had a bunch of music because we had been in Germany. People always we had a lot of music.
Mhm.
So we had them in crates. So we would bring the music. Back in the day, we just bring all the
In the
crates of
crates,
music in.
crates of albums.
Yes, sir. And so we had the big diss songs. We were just good. So being from Philly, I had my own style of music,
Okay.
which didn't kind of work for New Yorkers.
Oh
So I'm constantly getting fired as a DJ
no.
because I'm playing the Philly sound
Yeah.
Okay.
In New York.
and in New York.
Yeah, that's like playing the disco. What's that?
Yeah.
Go go.
Yeah, and yeah,
Go
and
go. Yeah.
somewhere
It's just
you better play Go Go in DC,
Yeah.
and a few folks outside there. So
Yeah.
I've had a problem of being fired as a DJ. And that's dramatic because everybody's shouting, "Get him off there!"
Oh my
DJ
God.
stinks, and like take it back to Philly.
Uh,
But the funny part about it was the DJ in those days carried in tons and tons of crates.
right. Right.
Sir, is that what you're bringing right there?
This is my crate.
Man, times and change.
Yeah. This. Well, this is my crate. This is my studio. This is my business office.
Yes, everything.
All of it right here. This is part of it. I mean, there's other things that I would connect to it, but a keyboard that I would use. But
That's
this is
amazing.
it.
Times have changed.
Yes. Interesting story though about you say you're from Philly. My first record deal was out of a record company in Philadelphia.
Which one?
It was Alpha International. They recorded. I did my actual recording at Sigma. Sigma, where they recorded all of the Philly International hits.
Okay.
So what freaked me out, I had never been in an actual studio before. I come from church. So I've sung in church. I've always sung in church. And I played in bands. And so I did all of this stuff. A friend of mine got me an opportunity to get a record deal. Long story, but we go into Sigma Studio, and the guy, the engineer, is just like real cool, and he says, "You know, you're standing in the same spot where Phyllis Hyman used to stand when she sang." I was
Yeah,
done.
you're done.
I was done. I was like, "No, we're in for the day. I can't do nothing else." And then walk past the door, walk past the studio, Kathy Sledge. So, oh, okay, we're done for the day.
Yeah, that's when, say, that's Philly. We love ours because we don't get a whole bunch of, we're not New York, so we hold on to our, when you say, Phyllis Hyman,
Mm-hmm.
it's just falling out. I mean, just like,
Yeah.
or shout out to the Roots crew or Jill
Yeah,
Scott.
yeah.
We get those. All right, so let's talk about the creative process for you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you come up with what you come up with?
Uh, my day will start with maybe an idea. I may hear a chord progression, and I have my studio set up upstairs in my at home. So I may hear a chord progression. I may lay that down. I'm originally a drummer, so then I will come up with a rhythm pattern, and I'll lay that down. And then so from that, I may take a break and try to figure out, okay, well, what other instrumentation do I need? I'm definitely going to need drums, bass, and keyboards. So I'll lay that. But after that's done, I may just, okay, well, I may want to put some strings on here. I may want to put a synth sound on here. I may want to put a flute sound to make it interesting or something here. It just grows. So the process is kind of organic where, I may start with the chord progression. One day I may start with a rhythm. I may just sit at the computer and come up with the groove, and it just grows from there. The one thing that I'm not good at, or it takes a lot of more time, is lyrics. I can come up with music all day, but lyrics, it takes a while. The process is a lot longer.
So,
Were you a musician?
no, I love the arts. I love
Never,
music.
never in band, chorus, nothing.
I did dance when I was growing up.
What kind of dance?
African ballet,
Oh.
tap, jazz,
Oh.
modern.
So you had rhythm. You had rhythm. We've had this conversation before. I was the dude without the rhythm.
Oh, no.
That's you.
Yeah, exactly.
The
I wasn't. It
concept.
wasn't. I couldn't even do the Carlton, but we're
We're gonna leave that one.
we're gonna leave that
I'm
alone.
gonna act like you didn't say that.
Yeah, God, yeah, we're gonna edit that part out.
So how do you get the melodies of the songs when you establish the lyrics? Do you do the melody of the flow of how the lyrics are going to go first, and then fill it in with words, or
It's different.
okay?
It's different each time. Because I'm so, I saw a DVD long time ago of Stevie Wonder. He did a DVD of songs in the key of life, and he kind of just went through the process of how they created that album.
Right.
And one thing that he did, one of my favorite songs on there was Saturn, and he gave the story about how he created the song. He created the music, and then gave the music to a songwriter, Mike Cimbello. And Mike Cimbello, they interviewed Mike Cimbello, and so they said, well, what did the track sound like? He said, well, it was kind of it was all over the place, and all I could hear was Stevie on there just na 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 da na na da na 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 na. And so I just put words to that.
Okay.
So when that was affirmed, because I can't really write lyrics like talking about it, I said, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can hum it and make like you say, a
And that's what
melody.
John Legend does too.
Yeah, I can do a melody, and then maybe during the course of the time write lyrics, and not kind of pressure myself to write it all at one time. But I may come up with a line driving in the car. I may come up with a line walking down the street or something.
And when you get that, what do? Put it in your phone?
My phone is my best friend.
That's what people always say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I went to a seminar some time ago, a gospel music seminar, and Edwin Hawkins was one of the moderators, And he said that at the time when he was writing songs, he had a little, small cassette player, and he had that in his car, and he carried it everywhere he went, and he would jot down or hum little ideas into that. So I was like, okay, I can do that. So I don't feel pressured to, oh, I got to write the lyrics, I got to finish the song, I got to do up, it all at one time. Sometimes that happens, but it's rare.
So when the project is done, is the project done? Or do you go back and start tinkering with it
For
again?
me, the project is never done.
Okay.
The project is never done. You were talking to the guests earlier about being an introvert. I'm a perfectionist introvert.
Man, I know that's bad.
That's hard.
That's bad. I ain't gonna front. That's not good.
That's definitely not good. So
No.
I will. It would take me a long time. I would have to let you listen to something I've done for you to say, okay, it's good, it's not good, or something like that. And then I may take it home and sit with it for a couple of months and mess with it and say, well, it's still not good enough. And then, but Mike said it was all right. Okay, I'm just gonna go and let it go. I'm just gonna let it go and just release it. And the project that I recently did, it's a smooth jazz project. Instrumental. Because of the pandemic, I had to do all of the music, so which was kind of a good thing. But it took me. I had the ideas for years of the songs, but it was like it's just not ready yet. It's just not ready.
I think the imperfections really make the song special. Like if you listen to
Yeah.
certain songs like Sting, when in the beginning of that first song, when he does the guitar riff,
Mhm.
he actually trips, and you can hear it. He left it in the song.
Wow.
I mean, like Beyonce when she does her music,
Uh-huh.
you can hear sometimes like she'll just do one take. You can hear sometimes she's a little raspy, but
Mhm.
that makes the character of the song. So
Yeah.
maybe that just adds that adds your oomph to it.
Yeah, I probably would have released a lot more music if it had not been for that.
Mhm.
I heard Aretha Franklin's like that. She'll
Yes.
go in, she'll do it one time,
That's it.
and that's it.
You're gonna take it.
And
Right.
that's it. And when you go back and listen to her stuff, it's like, okay, but it has that sauce to it,
Mhm.
you
It's
know.
her.
Yeah.
And you have to acknowledge yours
Yeah.
and stick with it.
That is true. On the mic with Mike, Robbie Cunningham is here. Gab C is here with us as well. You're gonna drop something on us now. This is the Swagger Studio series brought to us by our good friends RBI Services. Sir, the time has come.
All right, this is a song. This is one of those unicorns where I had the music for it and the lyrics just flowed. Now, the idea for the music is the idea for the lyrics is the question, why can't we learn to love each other?
Okay.
All right, let's see how this goes. When will our song begin? And when will our hearts begin to mend? And when can we cry no more? When will peace be fulfilled? And when will the world stand still? It's not like it was before. But before it gets worse, what matters comes first. Let's start with our hearts rebirth. So why can't we promise to love? Why not today? Ooh. When will we start to love one another? And when can we see like sisters and brothers? And when can we cry for joy? Bound by the past that never kept us moving forward. And who heads the class when it's clearly out of order? Is this what we prayed for? Before it gets worse, what matters comes first. Let's start with our hearts rebirth. So why can't we promise to love? Why not today? Oh, why not today? Ooh. But before it gets worse, what matters comes first. Let's start with our hearts rebirth. So why can't we promise to love? So why can't we promise to love? So why can't we promise to love? Why not today? Why not today? Why not today? Ooh. Why not today? We've got to learn to love one another. We've got to learn to love our brothers. And we've got to learn to love our sisters, yeah. Because of love, yeah. That's all, that's all. We've got to learn to love one another. And we've got to learn to love our brothers, yeah. We've got to learn to love our sisters. Because of love, yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do, yeah.
There you go. Robbie Cunningham. Swag Studio. All right, man. That I ain't gonna say, what's that, a tearjerker? Is it? That is a beautiful song.
Thank you, thank you.
So, okay, Mr. Perfectionist, I got to mess with you with that one.
Okay.
When you knew that was done, did somebody come in and say, "Yo, man, don't touch that song. It's done"?
You know what? There's a line in the song that says, where is it? Who has the class when it's clearly out of order? Or bound by the past. We're bound by the past that never kept us moving forward. I finished the song right before probably 20, during the Trump stuff. That's where who has the class when it's clearly out of order. So out of who's taking care of this stuff? And I said, okay, that's a catchy idea. That's nobody. That's catchy. I'm proud of myself for coming up with that idea, right? So I said, okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna leave it alone. It sat for a couple of months, but I said after I said I was doing the project, the protest project, I said I'm gonna put this on there, and I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna do this, and I just it was just one of those things because it, like I said, because it came the lyrics came kind of flowed in a way that lyrics don't come to me like that. So I said this is a to me in a sense a special song. So I gotta just can't be so picky and try to pick over it and mess with it.
Gotcha. On the mic with Mike. Robbie coming in. Would like to thank you for coming in, sir. Appreciate that one.
Sure.
How can people find you out there to support what you do?
I am on Instagram, Zoe Music Group LLC. On Instagram also, Robbie underscore making MAKIN noise. Robbie Cunningham on Facebook, and all of the stuff on Spotify, iTunes, all those places.
All righty. On the mic with Mike. Robbie Cunningham, Gab C here with us. We'll be back with more from our good friends over at Podium RVA. We'll be back. Best business radio program around. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the mic with Mike. We are here with Gab C is still with us. We are here with Ms. Vicky from Podium RVA. Caven is with us. Destiny is with us. They're going to perform again. As you let me know, it is performing. So when you guys did a couple pieces there before, what's the process to come up with that? And as I asked Robbie Cunningham, when it's done, is it done? Or do you keep messing around with it?
No, it is a complete process. Someone can say, "Oh, this is done," and then a year later, it's a whole new piece and whole new edits.
So when you edit again, do you put it back out, or why are you writing the pieces? Are you doing them for yourself? Are you doing them for the public? Like, what is that whole thing?
Well, in Podium, oftentimes a poem can go into their zine or their poetry book.
Yeah, so we currently, we have a publication called The Podium, in which it's a bunch of the older alumni coming back and giving new pieces out for the publications, and where we meet every so often, like every 2 weeks, I think.
Something like that. 2 weeks every month, something like that.
Yeah, with other publication people, and we would come up with either new stories or like older revised pieces, and we would give it to them for them to publish.
Alrighty, so Kate, what you got for us? And you got something else for us?
I currently don't.
Okay. Have anything?
I do. I have another piece.
Okay.
This is one I wrote at University of Virginia. So it's called Before OAAA, which is the Office of African American Affairs. To every Black student that walked the UVA campus before me, I am not walking in your footsteps. I am not living in your shadow. I'm carving out my own path. No other Black student has done what I've done. I'm not exceptional. My circumstances are. It is incredible to know you stepped on the toes of those that didn't want you there. It is tragic to know that they stepped on your toes too. Finding ways to keep out of spaces your ancestor built for theirs, I am grateful to you for being brave and leaping into unknown territory. Even those closer in years to me, I thank you. You took on racial stigmas from classmates, taking on persecution from those that didn't look like you, taking on criticism from those that did. You sat through inappropriate comments from faculty. You felt my pain and my joy as we see change and as we be change.
Okay, there we go. So now, let's talk about the meaning of that. How did that poem come about? Or is it a poem?
It is a poem.
Okay.
Yeah. All the things that happened with like the KKK coming into the UVA campus a couple years back. So there is a big racially charged environment there. So I just wanted to write to attest to like what it means to be a Black student in a predominantly white institution.
So you graduated from UVA?
Yes.
What's your
My major is cognitive science.
okay, could you explain
Yeah,
that? Could you explain that to us?
And It's basically just the study of the brain. We go into a whole bunch of disciplines, but my concentrations are cognitive psychology and linguistics. So basically, how we think and how we speak.
Okay. What's the career? What is it that you want to do with that?
I want to help students. That is my lifelong goal.
Why am I shocked?
Yeah, I think I definitely was transformed by my internship with Podium because just being able to be the mentor for those kids I wanted to be a lawyer, and then after that, I'm like, this is what I want to do.
So you're going down a path to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
And you're on the podium. Next thing you know, you're going to be out there changing the world, being a game changer.
Yeah.
Wow. Like so, Podium, like you said, you get them in the door, y'all don't leave.
Well, there's a lot to do. It's not just about, creative writing. It's about developing yourself as your professional communication. It's about developing yourself as a college student, or it's about seeing, what those pathways are, beyond just, being in school, right? Because we're now, you're graduated from college. You're in the middle of your college career. Oh yeah.
Oh, I am. Well, I was at school at VCU for not creative, for mass communications and the concentration of advertising. But I'm currently in the process of going to Full Sail University for their film and editing certification, and then eventually going for their computer animation classes.
So you got to meet our man Emmanuel. He does the videos here for us. He went to Full Sail.
Oh, cool.
He went to full, and so he here does video, but he's a music. Music is his business and passion. I'll connect you with Emmanuel Perzoa and from DVRK, but he went to Full Sail, and I just know because of the TV show that they used to do in the morning news show that I always thought was pretty cool. Okay, Vicky, one last time, how can people find you out there?
That is a great question. And if you are interested in connecting with us this month on June 17th, we have an awesome adult virtual spelling bee. So if you are a speller out there, or if you want to connect with us in any way, if you want to learn more about our programs, if you want to check out our youth publications, if you want to check out the publication Caven just talked about, The Podium, which is our new alumni publication, all you have to do is visit us at www.podiumrva.org.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the mic with Mike. Hey, one last time, make sure you go check out the Smoothie Queen. Smoothie Queen out there with the awesome, like to thank Robie Cunnigham for coming in. Good folks at Podium. Gatsy, thanks for hanging out. You'll be back with us next week as part of your official gig, the EEOC. All righty, good enough. On the mic with Mike, we got to go. Yeah, make sure we got to pay bills too. So thank you all our advertisers who help us stay on the air. Thank you.